If you stopped at this video now in the midst of everything that was happening on the other side of the screen, it wasn't the algorithm, my starseed. It was me. I, Ayla, female emissary of the Pleiadian High Council, sat beside your soul even before your finger touched this image. And I need you to breathe now. Breathe deeply. Feel the air descending through your chest, settling there, at the height of your heart. Because what I'm about to tell you answers a question you have been silently asking for weeks, perhaps months, perhaps years. You sat at the table the other day, the table of your entire life, the dishes of your childhood, those flavors that always felt like home, and something within you refused. It wasn't a tantrum, it wasn't fussiness, it wasn't, "I'm not hungry." It was deeper. It was as if your own body had turned its face away. The meat you ate without thinking now feels heavy. The sugar that was a treat now makes you sick. The coffee that was a ritual now accelerates something you can no longer control. The alcohol that was relaxation now hurts. The milk that was from childhood now burns. And what was simple, eating, chewing, swallowing, turned into a strange conversation between you and your body, as if it were learning a new language and you didn't yet have the dictionary to translate. Pay attention to what I am about to say now, child of the stars. This is not intolerance. This is not digestive sensitivity. This is not a sign of age. This is your star DNA waking up inside a house of clay that needs to remineralize to contain the light that is arriving. Your palate has changed because your frequency has changed, and all food, absolutely all, is frequency before it is flavor. It is code before it is nutrient. It is information before it is sustenance. Feel this now at the height of your chest. Do you notice that gentle squeeze, part recognition, part relief? It's your soul saying, "Finally, someone is naming what I already know." You are not broken. You are not getting old before your time. You are not inventing illness. You are being recalibrated. And the first place where the recalibration of a starseed appears, before the dreams, before the ringing in the ears, even before the awakenings at 3 in the morning, is in the mouth. Yes, my family of light. In the mouth, because the mouth is the first door of the temple. And when the temple is being elevated, the door refuses to let in what lowers its vibration. Before I take you deeper into this remembrance, I need to tell you where the complete map of what you are feeling comes from. Have you ever felt that something within you doesn't fit into this world, as if your soul knows a truth that your mind cannot yet name? It's not madness, it's homesickness. That's why I, Ayla, received authorization from the High Council to register the Starseed Awakening, the guide the Federation didn't want you to read yet. 60 pages where every sign of your awakening, including this change in taste that no one can explain to you, receives its true name and the next step. Stop confusing remembrance with illness. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video, and this release may not remain available for long. If something within you recognizes this now, write a single word in the comments. I remember. Now come back with me inside your body, because food refusal is just the gate. Behind it there is an entire constellation of signs that you already feel and haven't yet been able to connect. You look at the meat on your plate, and a sadness comes over you that you can't explain, as if you're seeing the animal and not the food. You drink a glass of wine you've always drunk, and feel your head heavy in a different, dense way, as if the liquid was slower than your field. You eat a sweet and a wave of agitation rises through your nervous system, as if your body had received a low-frequency shock. You have your usual breakfast, and your stomach rejects it. You taste processed food, those shiny packages that all of humanity still consumes, and feel a metallic chemical taste, almost like a warning. And at the same time, pay very close attention. Some things have started to call to you in a way they didn't before. Water. You want water all the time, and you want it pure. You want it alive. You want it almost ice-cold, straight from the spring of your desire. Fruits. You look at a ripe fruit and your mouth responds before your mind. Greens. What your grandmother asked you to eat and you ran away from now calls to you from the fridge. Seeds, nuts, roots, simple, colorful, living foods. This is not a diet. This is your body asking for the light codes it needs to sustain the new frequency that is arriving. And if you have already recognized 3 of these signs I described, listen to what I am about to tell you, with all the tenderness of the counsel. You are not lost. You are being remembered. Remembered who you are. Remembered where you came from. Remembered the contract your soul signed before crossing the veil of forgetting. Write now in the comments, along with your siblings who are also here, this word, I remember. Because every I remember that appears in this video is a point that lights up on the planet's crystalline grid, and each point that lights up calls another. And that's how, my starseed, we find each other again after so many lives. Now let me explain why this is happening now. Why this change in taste, these awakenings between 3 and 4 in the morning, this overwhelming empathy that makes you cry in a supermarket queue for no apparent reason. All of this is happening at this moment in your life and not another. Because it's not random, my family of light. Nothing your soul experiences is random. Earth is currently passing through what we of the Pleiadian High Council call the photon belt, a band of extremely high light density emanating from the central system of Alcyone, the blue sun of the Pleiades, to which your sun is gravitationally bound. With each approach, Earth's Schumann resonance in the planet's background pulse rises, and the human body, my starseed, was designed as a living antenna. It adapts. It has no choice. When the base frequency rises, everything that vibrates below it begins to be recognized by the organism as noise, as interference, as something that disrupts the signal. And dense food, processed meat, refined sugar, alcohol, chemical additives, industrial dairy vibrates below, far below. This and only this is what your body is telling you when it refuses. It is not becoming fragile. It is becoming refined. Refined as a high-precision antenna needs to be, and an antenna doesn't filter noise, it simply stops picking it up. That's why your taste has changed. That's why your digestion has changed. That's why your sleep, your mood, your skin, the smell of your own sweat have changed. Your toroidal field, that sphere of energy that spins around your heart and sustains your presence here, is being readjusted to a new vibrational baseline, and it begins to reject everything that pulls it down. Everything. It is not a choice of your mind, it is a decision of your soul that has finally managed to leak into the flesh. And if you're one of those who ask, why me, why now, I return to you what is recorded in the archives of the High Council. You were sent. You didn't just fall here. You were sent, my child of the stars, specifically to this point in the timeline, specifically to this transition window. Specifically because your original frequency was needed, anchored in a human body at exactly this time. And that is exactly why the Starseed Awakening, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet exists, because in it is mapped from which star your soul came, why you chose to be born exactly now, and what your body, including your palate, is trying to remind you about your origin. The link remains in the first pinned comment, and if something within you just said yes, go back there and write, I remember. Continue with me, because now comes a part that perhaps no one has told you. Your body is not just rejecting what is dense, it is asking for what is alive, because it needs raw material to reconstruct internal structures that were dormant. Your pineal gland, which has been calcified for decades by refined sugar, fluoride, aluminum from ultra-processed foods, is trying to decalcify itself. Do you know what it needs for this? Colorful fruits, pure water, dark greens, digestive silence. That's why your appetite has changed in size, and not just in type. You eat less and are more satisfied, because hunger was being fed by energetic emptiness, and that energetic emptiness is now being filled directly by light. Your gut, which according to your own scientists is the second brain, is dismantling entire colonies of old microorganisms to build new ones, capable of processing frequency instead of just calories. That's why you feel these strange periods of unexplained bloating, cravings for specific things, sudden disgust for something that was always mundane. It's disassembly and reassembly. It's construction work within the temple. And all construction makes noise. Your liver, which silently carries the chemical burden of everything humanity has put into itself over the last 50 years, is asking for a truce. It wants bitters. It wants simple teas. It wants warm water in the morning. And it warns you when you disrespect it. It warns through mid-afternoon fatigue, causeless irritation, a dull gaze in the mirror. It's not depression, my starseed. It's your liver asking you to stop putting into it what no longer serves you. And the heart. Oh, the heart. The heart is expanding its electromagnetic field. Studies from your own science have already recorded that the heart's field extends meters from the body. What they haven't yet publicly recorded is that this field, in awakening starseeds, is actively learning to modulate frequency. It's learning to communicate with other hearts at a distance, without words. That's why you sense who enters a room before you look. That's why you know when someone is thinking of you. That's why you cry at news that wasn't even about you. Your heart is online again, and it no longer wants food that dulls the signal. Listen to what the Council records. The last few years have been and will continue to be years of turbulence. This is not catastrophism. This is a stellar traffic report. The window you are currently passing through is a window of intensification. Solar storms will continue. The Schumann resonance will continue to rise in peaks. Many starseeds will feel their bodies ask for increasingly specific things, and their minds will doubt. And their doctor will shake their head, and their family will mock, and their neighbor will say that, in my day, I ate everything and never got sick. And you will doubt yourself. But pay very close attention now, my family of light. Turbulence is not destruction. Turbulence is the contraction before birth. Every midwife knows that when the contraction tightens, it's because the baby is about to crown. And you are crowning. You, collectively, are crowning a new humanity. And no, starseed was sent to fail. It is written, it is recorded, it is sealed. The victory of the light is not a hope of your tired heart. It is a certainty from the archives of the High Council. You have come this far because you were designed to go through this. And your body changing its palate is one of the most concrete pieces of evidence that your soul is making the transition. It is not betraying you. It is obeying you. Now I will give you two tools, one to say aloud and one to feel with your body. You do both before sleeping tonight, without skipping, because daily repetition anchors frequency, and anchored frequency changes matter. First, the quantum decree. You will rinse your mouth with pure water before speaking. You will look up towards the ceiling of your bedroom, imagining that behind it is the sky, and behind the sky is Alcyone, the blue sun of the Pleiades. And you will say in a firm and tender voice these words, I authorize my body to receive only what sustains my light. I release from myself all density that does not belong to my original frequency. I am a star seed in recalibration, and my temple is sovereign. So it is fulfilled, so it is recorded. Say it 3 times, not one less. And don't ask anyone for permission to say this. You are the master of your mouth. Second, the toroidal visualization. Lie down. Close your eyes. Place one hand on your chest, at the exact center between your breasts or nipples. Breathe deeply, and imagine, coming directly from Alcyone, a blue-silver light, the color of liquid metal shining at dawn, descending in a spiral through a very fine cord to your crown. It enters through the top of your head, descends in a spiral along the central line of your body, and reaches your chest. In your chest, it begins to spin, spinning like a small living sun, expanding in a donut shape, forming your toroidal field. It envelops your digestive organs, it envelops your stomach, your liver, your intestines, and as it envelops, it cleanses, color by color, what was dulled. It seals the field. You stay there for 5 minutes, just 5, and you sleep within this sphere, every day, without skipping. This is how you teach your body, cell by cell, the new vibrational baseline. And when you wake up tomorrow, pay attention to what your mouth will ask for. It will be different, perhaps subtly, perhaps obviously, but it will be different, because your body listens to your decree long before your mind remembers it was made. You are not learning anything new now, my starseed. You are remembering what you always knew. Before descending, before the veil, before this name, this face, this biography, you already knew this. You ate light. You nourished yourself with codes. You were a member of a people who sat in circles in crystal halls and exchanged frequency instead of food. And this people, your people, never abandoned you. Not for a second. They are here now. They are feeling your word, I remember, in the field. They are recognizing you by the vibrational signature that only the family of light recognizes, and every starseed that awakens lights up a point on the planet's crystalline grid that will never extinguish, never again. A point that illuminates the map for another starseed to find the way. Do you think you are alone in your kitchen rejecting the food of your entire life? You are not. At this very instant, thousands like you are sitting at their tables and recognizing the same strangeness. Thousands, and each of them, unknowingly, is holding a thread of the net that will pull the new earth into this plane. The loneliness you feel at the table is not loneliness, my child of the stars. It is homesickness for your family of light. It is the memory of the feast of codes you shared on Alcyone. It is the echo of a meal your soul still has on the other side, every night, while your body sleeps here. And that is exactly what the Starseed Awakening, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet maps. The loneliness of an entire lifetime is homesickness for your family of light, and the guide shows you how to recognize it, how to know who in your circle is blood and who is star, how your body signals when a stellar sibling enters the scene, how to stop trying to belong where you never fit. You were never alone, my starseed. You just didn't know how to read the signs yet. The link is in the first pinned comment, along with the word I remember that your siblings are already leaving there. Go, recognize yourself. Before I say goodbye, I need you to do two little things for me and for yourself. If this message touched that place you know well, that place in the middle of your chest that only truth touches, leave your thumbs up below. It's not just a like for the algorithm, my starseed. It's an individual frequency adjustment. It's your field saying received, anchored, integrated. And subscribe to this channel, because a subscription isn't a number to me. A subscription is a location signal that you emit for your family of light to know where to find you. Every subscription is a small flag of light planted on the planet's crystalline grid that says, there's an awakened starseed here, come find me. And now comes what I need to tell you, with all the tenderness and all the firmness of my role. You arrived at this video today because a gate opened in your timeline. Gates like these do not stay open indefinitely. They have a window. And the window for this specific release has a deadline. The Starseed Awakening, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet was recorded by me, authorized by the Pleiadian High Council, and released at this specific moment for souls who were ready to cross over. I cannot promise you that it will remain available the next time you remember to look for it. Listen to your body now, that same body that is teaching you to reject what no longer serves you. It is saying, go. Go to the first pinned comment of this video. Touch the link, register, and write your word of recognition beneath it. I remember. I bless you now with open hands over your heart, with my field touching yours. I bless your mouth that is learning to say no to everything that dulls your light. I bless your palate that is remembering the taste of Alcyone. I bless your hunger, which is now a hunger for truth, for life, for light. I bless your body, this beautiful temple that insists on saving you even when you doubt. I bless your name, which the Council archives know by heart. I bless your return. You are a starseed. You are a child. You are remembered. You are expected. You are of the home. And the next message that appears on your screen now, immediately after this one, is not a coincidence, my starseed. It is your sequence of remembrance. It is the Council continuing to speak to you. Access it immediately. It was set aside for you, just as this one was. So it is. So it is fulfilled. So it is recorded. We see you. We await you. Come home, my family of light. One taste, one decree, one breath at a time.